Welcome to the show, everybody. We have an amazing matchup right now between ATK and Lazarus. Sonic making a comeback, rejoining the brothers for potentially one final game here, and fighting for a spot in the finals up against Massive Impact, who already secured that spot, and they're just waiting for one of these teams to, get that done. But let's go over the veto really quickly, Boggs. It is Dust 2. It's coming out. That is actually ATK's mapping. I think we were both kind of surprised to see that one come out. And then Mirage, of course, that is Lazarus's map pick, and the third map will be Overpass, if you're wondering. So that is the veto. Those are the three maps. It is a best of three, if you're wondering. And chat, we heard you. And as soon as you guys said start the game, I started the game for you guys. You're welcome. You don't have to thank me for that. But we Caster, start the chat. Or start the game, Caster. Got you, man. Yo, chill. But yeah, I think we're only a few minutes out. I think we have almost every single player in the server. And if you're wondering, yeah, this is a fake nose. It comes off with the glasses once I remove them. So, that one too. And but yeah, any thoughts, Boggs?
First thing that comes to mind is reunited, and it feels so good. You got Sonic rejoining his squad mates for, like you said, potentially one more series. I feel like he's going to have a pretty solid game coming in. He's been doing pretty well with Envious against competition at or above the Lazarus level. So I definitely am going to like to see how Sonic re-emerges, or not re-emerges, but reintegrates into this ATK side that hasn't been able to find their solid fifth yet.
I mean, I imagine some of the structure is still relatively the same as they were before when he was on this roster. So I think he kind of takes like a hybrid role between Tens, right? Like Tens was like free reign. Tens, you do you. We'll stick to our structure. I think Sonic will fit right into this role. I have a feeling, not based on anything factual, I have a feeling that Sonic's about to pop off. Let's have a look quickly look at the player profiles here while we're just chatting, in case you guys are wondering who is on these rosters. Oh. Tens. That's not the right. It's supposed to be Sonic. Chat. But Tens. Yeah, I really do feel like Sonic is about to pop off.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely is the player to watch, I think, in this matchup, and definitely has proved himself. So fitting back in, like you said, probably wouldn't be that hard. Pop right back into a puzzle piece that he should have no rough time fitting back in. Should be pretty easy day. But then if you look over at Lazarus, though, they're a team that they're at the minor and they had to play with a couple stand-ins. So it's going to be interesting to see how Lazarus, I feel, plays with their rosters. They're kind of playing with two different rosters at the same time right now.
Right, yeah. I mean, this roster is an absolute beastly of a roster, right? I mean, there's literally no weaknesses on this roster. There's firepower. They have fraud and kind of in there as well to bring the strategy, bring that old school structure into it. I mean, they're ready, man. They have all the right pieces. They just got to make sure it works. They got to come in confidently. Personally, if I hate doing this, but I actually will agree with the HLTV odds. I think this is an underdog, and Lazarus being the overdog. I think this can lean 2-0. There is a possibility, but I think this will likely end in a 2-1, probably leaning Lazarus. But again, we don't really know what to expect, right? There's like a big question mark over ATK right now. Like, which version of ATK are we getting? Are they going to be, super excited to be, have Sonic back in the server, back in the TeamSpeak, ready to go, fired up? Like, what exactly is about to go down right now? That's really the question. I mean, we can just hop into the warm-up right now, just so you guys can stop staring at us. I know my nose, I just got to take my glasses and my nose off as soon as I get off webcam here real quick. Finally, I can remove my big nose. We're good. But yeah.
Let you get a little breathing in. Breathe easy,
Yes, for sure. Whew. My nose is big because the air is free, guys, okay? Everyone leave me alone.
No, I do have to say, though, I feel like this veto leans more towards the favor of Lazarus in these first two maps, because Lazarus are a pretty solid Dust 2 team. They play it a bit. And then when you go into Mirage, it's still a map that Lazarus are quite competent on. So like the one map that I feel actually does lean towards ATK is actually Overpass, which is the decider. So I feel like this veto kind of went a little backwards for ATK in a sense, especially since they picked Dust 2.
Right. Yeah, that is a really good point. I actually really did feel like Vertigo was going to be one of the maps in this best of 3, but I haven't seen the veto fully yet, so I'm not sure which maps were banned first. But I imagine Lazarus was like, nah, let's not even risk it on Vertigo. Let's just go to maps that we're comfortable on. Let's leave Dust 2 open. That's not a big deal. You know, maybe Lazarus isn't the best Dust 2 team out there, but I still think they're gonna battle it out right here. It's definitely not gonna be a sweep in either direction, in my opinion.
Oh, it's definitely not. And we usually say that Dust 2 kind of polarizes teams as far as who is better or worse. I don't think that's going to happen here in this match. Both teams seem to be comfortable on it, and it will probably be a grudge match more than anything else.
Okay. I see the boys heating up. Here we go. The knife round's underway. Of course, it is going to be knife for sides on all 3 maps. There is no by choice for the opponent map pick, so let the games begin. May the best team win, Boggs.
That's how it is here in Winners League. Whichever team shows up for this match, we'll take it home. So, if you're not 100% here, mentally ready for this game, things might sway the opposition's way. So, gotta be careful, you gotta be alert, and you gotta play with all 110% effort, as they say. And Lazarus, they're gonna take the knife round, and they're gonna start on the CT side here. Who's else? This is a good spawn, too.
Yeah, it is a really good spawn. I wonder what kind of pacing we're going to see, like, off the bat here from Lazarus. Are they going to go aggressive? Are we going to see a push down the middle if they're not spotted? What is the risk here? ATK, they're headed heavily towards long A. They have 2 sets of utility, likely one for the CT cross, probably deep, and then they have the flashbang to cross as well, so protect them for that. But this is a 4-man push in the upper B, so they've kind of yin-yanged across the map right now. Yacer is about to realize, okay, they're here. That smoke's going to give away their intent, but JT with a nice shot onto Ye. That's going to open up a lot of breathing room here for ATK going into this post plant.
That's the bomb site, free and open for business. The rotations are going to come in full force as Lazarus, 3 men training out the long doors. Black Poison and Fady here to hold. They've been spotted, but Black Poison still playing behind the blue box. He finds 1, going for more. It's Fady to swing. He finds 2 crisp headshots, and JT will find a second of his own to take down Infinite. And ATK, pretty clean pistol round.
Yeah, I have to say that. Flawless. Now the AKs will come out, likely for some discounted head armor as well on some of these players. So I think they're relatively happy with that. And Lazarus says, let's throw the curveball. Let's pick up 3 scouts.
Oh, this is an interesting one. You got the triple scout by glass cannon scouts. But again, long A really given up by Lazarus here early on. They have the aggression cat by Sabrosa. But as it stands right now, the bulk of ATK, all 5 training out long doors with the scout on Ye behind the side boxes. And actually, the scout does find the first damage. Ye eventually will get tagged down, but he's taking Black Poison and Faded down to about 30 HP. As the hit is going to start to come in, flashes come through, but Infinite goes down for free. Some good flash coordination from Attack Arena. But now they will train on into the A side. Sabrosa will fall as well as it's Fady. But look at the damage exchange by the Lazarus squad.
God.
These scouts doing so much.
Yeah, they have less than 100 HP combined here, Boggs. That is crazy turn of events. I mean, this round could have flipped on top of its head at any moment, but now I think in a 5 versus 2, I think this is a mostly secured, and that is just so unfortunate. Sonic gets tagged down even further than that. So I mean, yeah, this that is a little bit unlucky for Lazarus, I have to say, but super well played by ATK. Fady gaining space. He goes down to 4 HP as well, so still no casualties, and Swag gets pushed all the way back. That I don't think I've seen a round like this before, Boggs, and I've watched a lot of Counter-Strike.
You've watched a lot of Counter-Strike indeed, but I mean, look at the HP's total here. Got 30 on Black, 31 on Black Poison, 20 combined on JT and Dom. They had about 70 HP combined, but they all lived somehow.
Yeah. Well, on to the next round, I guess. That's is this the start of how the luck's gonna be here for Lazarus? That is really unfortunate for them. I kind of do feel for them, but there it is. Nice shot by Sonic. That's fast. I like that. Infinite gets tagged on the cross. Great map design, and Domster will find the early damage and the kill onto Sabrosa. Oh, long A control once again and being bullied.
B side's open, though. It was eventually a B hit. They have the flank coming in from Zelsus, but all he's armed with is the USP. And JT is ready and waiting in the tunnels. He'll step on out. Zelsus will fall. Ye is next in line. The Molotov forces him out the other way. A nice crisp headshot from Dom will take him down. Brax on the scout over towards Carl on long. And the luck you mentioned, that scout shot, I'm pretty sure that was through smoke too. So definitely unlucky little bit of damage exchanged onto Infinite to start things off. Not like it really mattered in the... Oh, okay, Swag. Oh, okay, Braxton. Can he get the 4th? What? He's got 4. Okay.
Wow. He just bankrupt them. That was so much damage. I have to say, I think ATK is going to regret that one. That's a lot of cash is stolen away. Straight up robbery. And he gets the AK upgrade off that. That is insane.
That was literally mental.
Dude, look at their money now.
Yeah. They were able to get the buys up, but Fady on 300, 1100, 1800 on JT and Diamonds. They do have long A, but it's actually going to fall as JT will trade out Dom. But he's taken a considerable amount of damage, and that's a lot of map control with a lot of cost, as Lazarus ended up winning that duel, all things considered.
Right, now with the loss of long A control, Lazarus has pretty much no choice but to send that extra player to try to at least get some information on Cat. But nice shot by Fade. He just posted up in the middle with the SG. Subrosa is able to answer back. Now, yeah, I was going to say, Swag's up close and personal. He can easily secure that kill, but he's going to take it raw, and he will win the duel regardless. And yeah, he's still on Cat from earlier, and he finds himself a kill onto Sonic, and a second onto JT as well. So Lazarus, they answer back on the first gun round, 3-1.
I gotta say, though, I think that little individual stellar performance from Swag might have woken up the rest of the boys on Lazarus, because that was a pretty clean round from them and some good aim as well. But I think Brax is definitely awake for this series. That was another crisp headshot in middle as well. And if you awaken Swag, you're feeding the beast right there. It's like poking the bear. Look at this buy, though.
This could have been a full buy if they didn't hunt for the scout. That's the crazy part, right? This is all the result from that sick 4K from Swag coming in earlier. And now it's going to be quiet. Up the Cat they go. Smoke's going to make it a little awkward. They have to decide if they want to force through. Infinite will likely find a couple kills here if they decide to do that. Now, they do have a single flashbang, which they kind of have to decide if they want to use it now or if they want to use that for the sight cross later. Perfectly placed Molotov, but Sonic with a nice fast shot. That's a weapon that maybe can be recovered, and they grab that. Now they have an M4 to work with.
Yeah, but Dom has armor, and he had the bomb as well. That could have ended so dangerously if the bomb did go down. He's taken some damage, but still a 5v4 with the M4 in hand. And now it's going to be Sonic's turn to shine again, try and find a second pick here, as he will go for it. Subrosa revealing his position with the pre-fire spray. Sonic peeking out now, but Subrosa has fallen down. But Brax is going to push on through tunnels. He can catch them off guard. Fady's going to know. He's going to escape for now. He has his teammates to back him up. And now it's Swag to fall back, but he was able to find Fady on the fadeaway. The flash will come through as he backs his way towards T-spawn. He's actually taken quite a bit of damage, and now they know where he is. But Yay here, oh, uncharacteristic whiff from Yay on this B site will allow ATK to live for now, but the time has dwindled down. It's 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
Subrosa and Zealous is hearing the noise in middle, and Sonic will fall without taking down one more. This should be a round going the way of Lazarus.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've kind of had to sacrifice the AWP for Sonic, but at least they get a bomb plan out of it. Now, Zealous is just holding down that op. He doesn't want anybody on ATK to get that, and JT will be the first victim here of the aggression coming out from Zealous, and now the remaining players are starting to flood in. One coming in through long. That's Subrosa. Or Swag, excuse me. He finds a kill out long. Zealous is tapping away sight, and there it is. Cleaned up. AWP can be recovered. No problem right there, and I think they might even... Yeah, I think they go for the double op. I think Zealous is going right for that.
That's a scary proposition. CT double op on Dust 2. This is the Opera's paradise of Opera's paradises.
I have to say, though, that was a little sloppy from Swag in the tunnels there. Looked a little bit dicey, but bomb plant for ATK. I think they're happy with the result, all things considered, and they will have some weapons with full utility. Sonic will be the only one kind of suffering the consequences of the hero op in the last round, but still, an AWP, not a big deal.
Not at all. So they have long control again, too. That's JT all the way out towards blue box. And actually, Lazarus are content to just give it up completely. They've fallen back towards site. They are going to have Yay rotate over as well. So both ops will be over to defend the A site. That's going to be a bit of a difficult proposition for ATK to deal with, especially as there's one on Cat and Infinite. Oh, no, Infinite doesn't actually go for the boost. He boosts up Swag. I thought the op would have gotten boosted up towards site, but instead they like to have the rifle and have Infinite down towards CT. But ATK is still content to head up towards long as they edge their way ever closer. Their utility is dwindling down, but they still have enough smokes to cross off the CT angle as they do go down. The Molotov will block off Swag for now, and they should be able to get the bomb down unless Yay and Swag can find something. There's a gap in the side smoke. That's put down by Swag. He's able to find one. There still is a lot more to do. The rotations coming in from the T's and CTs both alike. That's going to fire does much to Dom, but Sabrosa will do the damage. JT and Ye finding more. Sonic on the glass cannon, still able to swing like Neo through the bullets. He's able to find one on the Sabrosa. It's a nice kill on the CT side, but still the bomb is down on site. A distinct lack of ATK players are in the vicinity. They spotted out both. Zelsis finds one more on the JT, and Sonic. The Alamo play, 1v3, he's a 1v2. He has time, but Infinite has the angle. And the op will find the arm. It's all knotted at 3 apiece. And Lazarus have definitely found their stride here.
Wow, what a blunder that was. That was... Whew. I had to take a deep breath after that one. There was so much going on there in that long gate cross. Yeah, they just weren't able to successfully get past that. And I don't know if you saw, but Swag had the counter utility like fully ready for that. So I think they had quite a good read, and they maybe even done their homework on towards the ATK. They're absolutely ready for that execute, but now Ye's on short with the AWP, looking for that early pick. Fade's already been tagged down, and now finished off a little tag him, a little bag him. And Infinite gets one in down in middle as well. It's JT gone down. Domster, Black Poison, Sonic. 3 remaining players. Ye. He's not done hunting yet, Boggs. He's looking for more.
Oh, indeed. He's feeling it right now. He's been taking some good shots, and he has that cat control on lock as he takes down Black Poison. Sabrosa and Sonic facing off towards tunnels. That will be won by Sabrosa, and now it's all left to Dom. Ye has fallen off catwalk. Zelsis should be able to spray him down, but actually Dom will live for now. He's going to retreat. The nade all but takes him down, and Zelsis will push to deal the final damage onto Domster. But now ATK should be back up on the guns, although they will lack the AWP.
Maybe. You can... Yeah, he's going to whip out the glass cannon. Oh, actually, he's just going to throw it off to JT. That's kind of surprising. You're going to go glass cannon AK instead of the op? Oh, maybe he has a spawn. Yeah, he has a spawn. He's going for the long A pick. Okay, they're going to swap back in a little bit, but they're going to see if JT can find the pick right here. And he finds it onto Sabrosa. His movement just not quite good enough for that one. JT, easy pickings. And once again, they've gained long A control. Something Lazarus hasn't really been able to fight back for. But look at Ye.
This is a big confidence play from Ye, pushing down into lower tons with an op. And he is definitely one of those guys who can frag heavily for Lazarus. So to get Ye in this confidence mode is going to be a very dangerous proposition for ATK to face off against. That was a very, very risky play. A lot of faith in his teammates too to watch the catwalk in the mid push. So Ye, he has a lot of confidence right now. The push is going to come in from A though. ATK, they found one. They got a second and a third as Dom, JT, and Fady eliminating any A presence from Lazarus. And Infinite is last alive, left alone. The bomb will go down. He's going to have to run for the hills, Roy. He has to save that off.
Yeah, absolutely. Luckily, they're not too financially strapped right now. They're okay. They have some money left in the bank. Infinite could drop that op over, maybe even buy a second one if he really wants, but then they could likely just go for the double rifle drops. Or maybe just drop EA and op, or drop Swag and op, whichever. But either way, yeah, it's such a sick round from ATK. I have to say, though, Swag kind of spraying that smoke. I think he kind of made it easy for ATK to take him out. A little bit careless.
Yeah, we've been seeing that a little bit from Lazarus. They haven't been exactly as clinical as you might expect. They've been having a little bit of rough rounds when it comes to their retakes and their holds. It's been working for them, but considering this is their first gun run they've actually lost, it has been working, but you have to wonder how long will it continue to work before ATK can really capitalize on the mini blunders.
Yeah, and the other thing is, at what point does Lazarus say, okay, you know what, we're not giving up long A this round? I don't think they've successfully taken it once yet.
I don't think so. They had that one engagement where they did get the 1-for-1 trade and dealt more damage, but they did give it up. But look at this position now. They have 4 guys initially stacked over. Now that we'll fall back towards just 2, maybe get 1, as Brax will be the one to push towards doors. But this is the round that ATK also don't elect to go towards long. They're going fast towards Cat, as JT will force Infinite off, but I think ATK might be settling down for sort of an A-heavy default right now.
Yep, they're just trying to feel out. They're just trying to make sure they can eliminate all the pressure and the eyes on Cat. That way they have full control. Deny Lazarus the ability to know exactly what they're up to, and so far it's working. And they're also maintaining upper B halls. They have that Black Poison up there. You're just hanging out, maintaining control, not really doing much, not really looking for a pick, just holding, maintaining the map. And they own most of it. They have short A. They can easily retake long A right here if they wish to fight Swag. Who is that next to him? Is that, yeah, Sabrosa playing Nancy? That's a scary setup, actually.
Yeah, it is. That actually makes me worry, especially since it's only one guy. It's Black or Domstert. He's been taken down a little bit by Nate as well. Does seem to be a cat hit from ATK as they're marching their way on up the smokes. The flashbangs going through. Infinite has the op to hold things down. And he actually does get one. Actually, no, it was Zelda springs to the smoke CT, who does take quite a bit of damage, but Sabrosa and Swag should be taking down Dom. It will be Swag to take him down cleanly. So the bomb will get placed on the site. It's a man advantage to Lazarus. So now things have kind of settled down. They're waiting to figure out how to retake, but Sonic and Ye find simultaneous frags as the man advantage still lies with the Lazarus side. And just Black Poison and Sonic with only one HE to defend this side as far as counter utility goes. And the Molotov wall off one. Sonic has to stay alive. Black Poison's pushed through the Molotov. He takes down one, but Ye and Sabrosa are able to win it out. And as the clock was ticking down low, it will be a Lazarus round in the end.
Uncharacteristic misses by Sonic, I have to say. That was 3 missed op shots right there. That's not gonna fly. Gotta get at least one of those, Sonic. The pressure getting to him. That's the question, Boggs. Right. That is the question.
I mean, it's Fady and JT doing the heavy lifting for ATK right now, so definitely is a question as to how Sonic is feeling in this reunion with his former squad.
Okay, still competitive half though. 5-4, money still in hand here for ATK, not a big deal. A little chip damage back and forth between Sabrosa and Fady. Overall, pretty even. Now, yeah, he's up on Cat again, and every time he's in this position, he seems to find at least a kill or two, Boggs. So this is danger right now for ATK.
Yeah, but they're going to avoid the highway to the danger zone as they will elect to push out mid. Infinite goes down, but Zealous is aggressive in tunnels with an off of his own. Takes down Black Poison. And actually, that's going to allow Sabrosa to push all the way to T-Ramp. And Ye is still here on Cat, but JT has him somehow dead to rights. Yeah, I don't know if it was just a missed shot or if JT was able to take him down clean, but definitely an angle I thought Ye had the advantage on.
Oh, look at Sabrosa's timing. If he gets that flank clear, that would help out immensely. He taps away. He eventually finds a kill into Domster. And now Swag can take a deep breath and actually focus on towards the site. It's a 3 versus 3 in the post plant. A little bit of damage here for Lazarus might weaken it, depending on how it unfolds. But Sonic's with the op. He's holding all the way for the long peak. JT's in a super strong position right now, especially with the support of Fady, but the flashbangs are effective. It's going to blind them temporarily, but now they're going to need to start to come back. They need to start getting onto site. They're going to go for the boost. Zelsus gets the first kill. That's going to give them some space, but time is ticking. JT and Sonic need to get cleared out. Sonic falls to Swag. Zelsus is in sight, and he trades out JT immediately. Kits on hand, so time is there, and the retake is successful.
Yeah, just in time, just in the nick of time. Celsius with 3 here, and a very good round from him. But I thought that JT might have been able to do a little more damage from behind the box, and that could have been a very different proposition. Could have been a very different ending to this little round that does go the way of Lazarus.
Okay, they're going safer now with their economy. They want that extra utility. Last time they tried forcing around it, didn't go so well. Now they're like, okay, let's just half buy. Let's get some extra utility, maybe make something work here in this round, maybe keep the economic pressure onto Lazarus, who by no means are they out of that hole, right? They're on like the precipice. They're on the cusp of a potential reset. And any of these next couple rounds for ATK could be the momentum swing. It'd be that round differentials they're looking for here.
And Roy, there's an M4 sitting in spawn. Somebody dropped Infinite, but he bought a FAMAS beforehand. That is why they're so massive broke as well. But the flash is coming in. That is Zelsus to go down. An M4 picked up, and Dom has full armor. He has the helmet. He has the full HP. He's going to swing out. He's going to get spammed, and it's actually will be Sabrosa taking him down as Ye finds Fady through the smoke. Braxton to swing with the op, and Sonic will be no more as Black Poison hits the dirt nap. JT last alive will meet his fate and join the rest of his team. A relatively clean round of what could have been a very dangerous economic round for Lazarus.
Really nice hold, though, I have to say. I even saw glimpses of a pretty well-discussed setup there for Lazarus. They had the smoke exchange for upper B, maintaining control, making sure that they could deny any B split. That was really well played. Yacer goes for the aggressive pick, but Sonic just a little too fast this time around. And it seems like some of the remaining ATK players are going extremely fast, but I think they got spotted. Sabrosa, what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about this one, Chief.
Yeah, I think Chief just called. He said that wasn't it. I mean, there's a border, but there's a fine line between confidence and foolhardiness, and that was just dumb.
No, yeah. I think the part that got me. Ooh, okay, consolations, a little economic damage, but I think the part that got me is what not only did he go through a smoke and a molly, but he went through the smoke and the molly fully blind. That's my favorite part. That's a triple whammy right there, man. he was no way in heck getting anything out of that. Oh man, that's funny. I'm gonna make fun of Yasin for that after.
You have to. That was just.
Someone clip that and send that to me on Twitter, please. Oh man, it's awesome.
That's a good strike, though, to bring it back to the realm of reality for ATK. They've done a lot of damage to the economy of Lazarus as well, and they're going to be in a very questionable buy zone here, Roy. What are your thoughts on this here?
Let's see what they muster up out of this. Remember, they dropped an M4 earlier. That could have been a weapon right here. That's the worst part of all this. They could have had an M4 instead of an AMP with full utility as well. Swag has $900 left over and opts not to go for the extra utility. So I imagine they're going to be putting him somewhere where he's just looking to fight. Probably up close in the middle. Yeah, he's getting bullied off. He's going to fall all the way back towards the B site. Now, what's Ye up to with AWP? He's towards long, towards the car. Contesting solo. Okay. That's like the one cool thing about having A on your team. He's totally comfortable just fighting solo, right? You just put him somewhere. You don't really have to worry about it. And that works really well on a map like Dust 2, where you have to choose to fight long or cat, right? It's not often you see CTs fighting both sides. But hey, if you have Ye, he can just hold cat solo, no problem.
Yeah, he's definitely a player I like to watch, and somebody I've been a fan of for a long time, and I was a bit perturbed at his rejection from Complexity. But right now it's going to be Infinite who has to reject this push. It's Ye to find the first. Infinite will take down two more as Sonic and JT find themselves in a very, very rough position. Down 3 men. Sonic's bringing it back. He's found one of the Sub-Rosa. There's still more of the CT players alive. And this push coming in through the CT, or the B tunnels rather, can spell a lot of disaster. But what's even worse is that the bomb is at the feet of Infinite. Yeah, and that characteristic miss causes him to die. Boost up towards side as well as Sonic will go for the long peek. There's CT now to be dealt with. Sonic finds one. Can he find more? He needs to take down Swag and Infinite. Yeah, that's a perfect angle. He will win that duel against Sonic any day of the week, but that could have gotten so much more dangerous right there.
Yeah, I mean, luckily Infinite has popped off that round. That was just some sick kills. Clinical. Crisp. 8-5 though. Pretty good. I have to say, pretty good half for Lazarus so far. I mean, this map is probably, in my opinion, the only map in North American Counter-Strike that is impossible to say is T-sided or CT-sided. It often comes down to a clash of playstyles, and so far, Lazarus is winning that clash. Utility thrown everywhere towards long gate. Everybody's blind, but they managed to get a player in pit, and that adds a lot of pressure here onto ATK, who's looking to take that control away from Lazarus. It's a bit of a blunder now. They're fighting for that control. Who will be the first to win?
Oh, simultaneous trace, but Infinite finding a second somehow. And Swag, he pushed up through middle. He takes down 2 more. And Sonic in the 1v3 catches Brax out with a nade, but I think he was transitioning to a knife at that point in time. Smoke goes through, and Braxton's going to channel his inner Stewie 2K, the smoke criminal style. Will find a 9th for Lazarus as we get to the last round of the half. And although it looked very strong for ATK early, Lazarus have really turned things around here.
Yeah, definitely. Going to be a relatively weak purchase here for ATK. Yeah, they're going to have weapons. They have AKs mostly, SG on Sonic. Good amount of utility as well, but no scope weapon. Except the SG to battle out against a double op setup. That worries me a little bit here for ATK. 10-5 finish though for Lazarus. I have to say, that would be a really good defense half. Rosa isolated it towards long gate. It's going to be an easy pick now for ATK. They've gained control. They've taken out a man. So they have the man advantage now as well. And now Yaster, the man who's kind of been contesting solo, looking to do that again. But Black Poison, that is a sick shot.
Oh, that was disgusting from Black Poison. A venomous shot leading to a potentially venomous round as ATK have full control of the A site now as Black Poison's gotten cat, but his Molotov goes too far. Infinite's pushed up, and this could be a snake in the grass. Splashes are going through. It's a 4v3 hold for ATK. The utility is there for Lazarus. The nades go through. Sonic will evade a majority of that damage, only down to 97. things are still not all quiet on the Western Front as in comes Zelsis and Infinite. Only one trade back for ATK as Infinite is up close, and now it's all down to Swag. JT knows where he is. Brax drops down. He's spotted out Dom. He's caught the first. He goes for the no-scope. Switches over to the M4. He has a kit as well. JT is also full HP. And one bullet will do Swag in. And the first half will go the way of Lazarus. But at ATK Arena, we're able to somehow salvage back one final round and bring it back to a pretty respectable 9-6 half.
For who?
I feel like 9-6 is even enough to really be able to be.
Normally, I would 100% agree with that. But 6 rounds when you have the pistol and the next 2 conversions, that's not a really good half.
True.
This is a shaky half. And I have to say, they've lost most of their gun rounds. Now they need to come out on the pistol here. If they can get that economy early, if they can win that pistol again, get that momentum rolling, that would be the key here for ATK. But so far, Lazarus is doing the damage, and they're pressure added to Sonic. Now he can't go as aggressive as he would like. What they're up to, though.
Infinite's going to be on the raid bus, too. Zelsis and Infinite on the raid bus. It's going to be very dangerous on long-range engagements. It's very slow from Lazarus, though. I kind of like this approach, forcing ATK to get aggressive. As now Lazarus is going to make their move. Fady trades out Zelsis, or Sub Rosa trades out Zelsis, rather. Sonic, who is low HP, will be able to take down Infinite. That's the bomb spotted as well, but still a lot more to do. Black Poison is trying to make that work. He spotted out the jump up towards Catwalk, and now the information is known for ATK. The smokes, the flashbangs are there. Flashbang will go over towards site. Sonic will dodge it from behind car. His shots are not, actually does find him eventually at range, but Brax had taken down JT on site. Sonic still doing more damage as Swag has no armor. The P250 in hand will take down Sonic, and Black Poison falls as well. Dom has to pull this back to 1v2. He does have armor. He has the P250. I believe the kit is dropped somewhere around the CT area. It is not a very advantageous spot. And a Lazarus pistol round, I think, has to spell a lot of doom for ATK on Dust 2.
Yeah, I mean, he has to get past his crossfire right now. It's going to be a really tough task. Time is ticking here by the second. Swag is just playing it so well, and he's not only that, but he has no armor and finds 4 kills, Boggs. That's not the player I expected in the round to drop 4 kills, but somehow he makes it work. He's 19-6 on top of that. How the hell do you only die 6 times in a 9-6 half? That's absurd.
Bro, his ADR is 121 or 22.
Jesus.
A 78% headshot percentage. Swag is on a tear right now, and that is a very scary proposition indeed. It's JT will have to try and hold down the 8 site with the Deagle alone. A glass cannon Deagle, that's a force up from ATK. Double scouts on Black Poison and Sonic with an armor and MP9 on Fady. And Dom has a vest and a 5.7, but Fady's gone down to the Galil by Infinite, who pushed out through middle. There is still Dom to try and take him down from behind, but the A hit will be coming in. Black Poison Scout finds damage onto Zelsis. He finds Braxton. Dom finds Infinite. This could be doable, but Black Poison will go down in the end.
Sonic, though, he's there to pick up the pieces, but he's only able to find one with a nice shot being returned back from Ye. But it's down to a 2 versus 2. Ye's in the one-shot range here. He could be one-shotted by any of the weapons ATK is carrying, and that might just be the key. Now, Ye just needs to make sure that he survives. He can get the bomb planted, no problem, towards the default box. So Rose is holding the cross. I think he sees a barrel from Dom, so he has this on their lock, and Ye finds the kill, and there it is. Lazarus managed to hang on, even with the early scout tags coming in. 11-6, ATK broken.
Broken indeed. This should get Lazarus up to about a 13th round, which 13-6. At that point, you really have a very small margin for error. There are a couple pistols purchased up. If they could do damage to keep the Lazarus economy from getting too out of control, and maybe salvage a rifle to save into the next round, there is some hope for ATK, but they need to start their stand here and now, or else it will be far too late. But right now, they've yin-yanged around the site, around the map, as all 5 ATK members have pushed up through long, 4 going through the doors, as the bomb is going to make its way on towards B, and Braxton's going to find 2 headshots, make it a 3rd, a 4th, and the ace! What is that? 24 kills, 24 and 7, a headshot percentage, an astronomical 83%, and an even more insane 139 ADR.
I'm at a loss for words. I mean, the universe is just conspiring to feed Swag's score right now. I mean, everything is going in his favor right now. 24 and 7. Wow. Free Brax, man. Let the man compete at minors and majors. Let the games begin, though. Lazarus going towards long A. This is about to be a clash right here. This is for the control. This is for the man up. There's a player in pit. It's a great position to be in. There's actually 2 in pit. JT fires back, but Zelsus responds. A man traded back, so everything's back to even, but this is just pure chaos. And Lazarus says, nope, gotta go. And they just leave.
Look at Infinite. He's all the way up towards A site, Roy. He has all the angles he could want. I think Sonic was able to spot him, but Sonic's going to get caught out here. He's going to go down. That's the op gone. And what a play by Infinite. He has been such a fantastic lurker for Lazarus on these T rounds. So many times he's been able to snake his way in behind the ATK squad, outflank them, and catch them with their pants down. And this is a very dire situation for ATK right now. They have to go for this. They have to make their stand. They have to win this round. Black Poison not spotting anybody. And look who it is to defend the site ramp at his Swag. And he finds one more headshot. Infinite goes to find Black Poison. And Dom will find nothing but death as he falls to the hand of Infinite as well. 13-6 now.
Okay. I have to say, Boggs, now that we're this late into the game, 13-6, I didn't expect this. I knew there's a big chance Lazarus could win this, right? But 13-6 on ATK's map pick, that I did not expect. I even have to say on top of that, it seems like Lazarus is pretty well established on Dust 2, and they have the strats. This is by no means a weakness.
On HLTV, Lazarus is looking at Dust 2 is 80%. And it looks like that 80% might just improve as Silver Rose is finding kills across the map. Fady will get consolation kill onto Yane. Potentially a rifle picked up, but the bomb will go down and a scout and an op. Definitely try and save that op for sure. But to go back, yeah, Lazarus has an 80% win rate on Dust 2 on HLTV. I was honestly expecting
what was that?
Lazarus
Repeat
to
the
pick
stat.
Dust 2. An 80% win rate for Dust 2 for Lazarus on HLTV games.
Wow.
So that's why I was rather surprised to hear ATK picked us too.
Can we get confirmation from Winners League if this veto is confirmed? Is this ATK or Lazarus' map pick here? We really need to know this because that is a big point in the narrative here. Veto's confirmed. ATK map pick. Yeah, that's wow. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, as soon as I saw that strategy where they were pressuring long really hard just to get Infinite some space on Cat, as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, this is definitely a map they have worked on, no doubt in my mind. Now we're down to a 14-6. That's incredible. Early shot comes out, sick map mechanics. Thompson gets tagged, and Black Poison not quite able to get the kill, but what? Wow.
This is Braxton simulation right now. He's going to take down Dom as well. JT looks to be his next victim. He's tagged down to half. The spray comes through, but Sonic was able to find one onto Sub Rosa. And a flank from Fady will take down Yay. But Swag still is lurking alive. He's full HP. And this man is ruling this map right now. This is Swag's map for sure. But everything seems to be going right for him. That double nade in towards window did a lot less than anticipated. Zelsus only took 6 damage. And still behind big boxes, Swag as well. The push will be coming in, presumably from ATK. Counter flashes from the CT side, coming in to retake the site. JT peeks on in. One more for Swag. He's going for the spray, but Fady will take him down. Zelsus hiding behind the boxes as Infinite and Zelsus will take down the last 2. And Lazarus have found themselves map point on ATK's pick.
28-8. I've been saying this for the longest time, and I will say my opinion again now that it's a little bit of bias on my end, but I always thought that Swag should go back to rifling. Not because he's not a good opper, but I just feel like his playstyle is just so good for risk-taking with the rifle, and it seems to be working, man. The SG, he's really found his weapon. This is it. This is it, Chief. He definitely calls me, definitely left me a voicemail. He said, this is it. Swag on the SG. Awesome. He's putting the team on the back, I have to say.
He really is. He's done a lot of fantastic work for the Lazarus squad on this map. On CT side and on T, that 4K comes to mind on Car with the Scout. That definitely does come to the forefront. As Sabrosa, Black Poison, and Zelsis all taking down kills, taking names. As Dom pushes in with the MP9. Gap against Sabrosa, Sonic trading out, but Infinite, and now it's Dom in the 1v2, making a 1v1. But of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the young Braxton Swag Pierce will end it on 29-8, right?
28-8, but wow, that is impressive, I have to say. It's not even so much about the score line for me. It's not even about the score. It's really just the amount of impact he has had in this game. And even like the early swing rounds that Lazarus had, that was pretty much off the result of his 4K with the Scout. That really damaged ATK. And if they go back to this VOD, that was a big turning point, right? Because the round after they lost, those 4 AKs that they dropped, that would have been the kind of the defining factor whether they were buying or not, right? That was the decider. And them losing so much weapons on that hunt, that really changed the game, man. Props to Swag. He came out guns blazing in the first map, putting them up, what was it, 16-6? Just absolute insanity. I did not expect this, man, at all. But
he also had 17 flashes, which was it was one shy at the top on this team. So it wasn't just the frag.
Can't the man do? Fragging, supporting, he's out here putting it on his back. But this, again, this was ATK's map pick. That's a big drop-off. They have lost their map pick. Mirage is the next map. ATK are no strangers to that map. I think there's still going to be a battle here on the second map. It's by no means going to be swept into Lazarus' direction, but we'll see how it unfolds here after a quick short break. Before we go on the break, guys, if you are watching this stream via HLTV or from a betting website, please hop into the Twitch channel. That really helps us a lot here. It helps our metrics immensely, so please hop on into the actual Twitch channel. And if you haven't done so already, guys, please do follow our socials, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. These are great ways to keep track of everything happening within Winners League, whether we're doing giveaways or letting you know which matches are coming up or releasing new content on win.gg. Great place to do that, so please follow us on our socials. Follow Boggs, follow Mel, follow myself down here below, !casters for that. We'll be back in a couple minutes for the second map on Mirage.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by VBet. Play responsibly. And by